Welcome to Beyond the Data podcast. Get ready for raw, real conversations that give deeper insights into drug development, one story at a time. First of all, thank you. You guys are an inspiration. You live fearlessly. You make me want to live fearlessly. And I'm sure the rest of the people that you come in contact. So what I want to ask is, are any last words before we exit today?
Alexis, in what she just said, she brushed up on how we integrate mental health care into our treatment plan is by doing what I like to call joyful movement, out there going surfing, skateboarding, playing golf, anything that gets you moving, active, right? But involved in the moment where you don't have to think about anything else besides what you're doing right then and there. Mm-hmm. And we've found that as, one of the most helpful things to be able to do for mental health.
Well, I bet that's something you've had to do your whole life. Like, if you didn't do it, not knowing what tomorrow brings, or if it does bring, you've had to get really good at, like, what am I doing right now?
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. I mean, you have to have some sort of plan to remove yourself from all those
the daily stress.
It could be yoga.
Yeah.
It could be fishing.
Yeah.
It could, for some people that have had double bilateral lung transplants and can't hardly move, they just need to draw.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what we do at the Live Fearlessly Foundation. We provide activity grants to people with CF to pursue their passions or get them active. We want to increase their lung function, their overall health, their mental health. And so I use mine for yoga, but we've given out activity grants to so many people all over the nation. I think we're up to we're close to 200 activity grants now.
Wow. That's great.
Yeah. And it's, people have used their activity grants for soccer lessons, surf lessons, art supplies, gym memberships, anything to get them moving, get those endorphins up to help them because, the mental and emotional health aspects are pretty consuming. So.
Did that start early on? And number two-part question. Did that start early on in your life? And then I got to ask, do you see it? I see a therapist. I take medication.
Oh, yeah. I'm pro-therapy. Everyone should do it.
Get out and we've got to do it. We've got to just get up, move, and that does increase the endorphins to your brain.
You're helping yourself. You're doing what you need to do to thrive. You're doing what you need to do to have a great quality of life. Yeah. So do it. I remember seeing a child psychologist at UNC Chapel Hill, and she specialized in kids with chronic illnesses. And that was pretty cool. I remember her first exercise for me was to write down everything I could ever want in my future. She was like, I think I was 14 at the time, but she was like, if you want kids, write down your favorite kids' names. Nice. If you want a vehicle, write down your favorite vehicle. And that made me, it visualized a future for myself because back then we didn't really know.
Jacob, do you recall, have you struggled with or been with medication for anything?
Yeah, I'll go through waves of it, and I've taken medication for it, and then I've gotten off of it, and I have a game plan for when I go through something like that again. Yeah, right. I have a support system that listens to me, and so then we're able to get to the root of those issues. But it's something that will happen for sure, and it's and I know I've got to start moving again, more than normal. I need to go on a surf trip maybe, or just do something fun and active.
Statistically, people who live by the sea with cystic fibrosis, I believe, do a lot better. I don't know.
They do. So it was about 20 years ago that there was a study done with some Australian surfers that had cystic fibrosis, and their PFTs, their pulmonary function test, were, a whole lot higher than any others that they were seeing. And
they were living inland.
They were trying to figure out why, and they told them that we surf every day and we're at the beach. And,
They're like, we're living the dream, and that's how we're better. Yeah. That's killer, man. So that's been a huge part of both of your lives, is I think, right? In your too, Alexis.
Yeah, we made the move down here, and I'm so happy we did
you see
because
a difference right away?
so I'm not great at surfing. I've
I'm
gone
sorry,
before,
with your
but
help.
yeah, no, every
tell me
time I
lung
was out in
function.
the ocean, I would, like, as a young kid, it's gross, but I would just start getting really productive out there, and like it was really clearing me out. So yeah, it's really helpful to get that out
I got
there.
a secret for you.
What?
So I've been surfing all my life. And Jacob, I guess I was about 10 years old. And that dude with probably half the lung function I have can surf the most magnificent big waves that I could never surf. So I'm giving you props here that
Well, I
like I've never
appreciate
seen you like somebody. You just, again, you guys are both super inspiring, but like to be able to just. I know that you've had skis involved, you know, in getting you out before, but you've paddled out. I've seen you personally paddle out in some really big waves where I'm getting winded. So, and I don't have any pulmonary issues. So, man, you're a charger.
Well, I appreciate it. You know, I've always done it for a reason too. I knew since I was young that I wanted to surf big waves, and I knew by me surfing big waves with the lung function that I had, I would inspire others to live fearlessly. And, you know, you can do anything that you put your mind to.
You really can.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I believe in that too, man. Thanks for joining us on this episode of Beyond the Data, powered by Synaptogen. Please like, share, and subscribe to catch more stories that bring data to life.